walking meditation. That walk got my blood pumping. It was good though. It was really good. It was nice to listen to her and walk. So, yay. Although now I'm too warm to drink my tea. So now I'm going to journal about what kind of came up while I was walking. Welcome to my new vlog. If you're new around here, my name is Olivia, and on this channel I share my journey in seeking a cozy life. If you've been around here for a bit, then welcome back. I'm so happy to have you here, and I decided to have a little bit of fun with our vlog opening this week, just to kind of mix things up and play around with my camera and the tripods that I have dug out of my tech box for other things. I was like, you know what, we're gonna have some fun today. And my meditation time ended up being a walking meditation, as you saw. So I felt like that was just kind of fun to bring you guys along. It's a little bit different from my normal morning routine, because normally my meditations are sitting down. But it was really nice to mix things up. So I hope that you enjoyed joining me on that, even though it was edited. You know, it wasn't like a full-length meditation session or anything like that. But anyway, I am raring to go today. Right before I did all of this, I had my meeting to get my weekly freelance tasks. So even though I got a little bit of a later start today, I still feel like my energy is pretty good. I've had a little bit of inflammation. I think I got into some histamines over the weekend accidentally. So just kind of a little bit of brain fog, but other than that, I am ready. I am so ready. I'm going to knock out my freelance tasks and then I'm diving back into my course. So yeah, raring to go, and it is freezing outside and gray. We actually had a winter precip kind of warning for this morning, and I was like, snow? We didn't end up having anything other than just some drizzle. So sad face. I really want snow, but it is so winter outside right now, and I must admit I'm really enjoying it. It means that I can cozy up with my heater and Desi and some tea when I'm not from walking and just get some work done. So I'm going to dive into all this. It's going to be lunchtime before I know it. I will probably check back in later this afternoon or this evening and let you guys know how the day went. I'm done with work for the day. It is 8:30. I powered through several lessons in my course and made notes and asked some questions in the group. Oh, what a day. Got all my freelance tasks done as well, and then some other stuff. So I stayed busy, and now I am so ready to just mentally check out, play some Fortnite. I'm gonna see if one of my friends is on and play for a bit. So that's where I'm at. It was a good day, and I'm very pleased with how much I got done. I am about to the point where I will be starting to do outreach again, only I will be doing it differently and better. based on what I have learned in the course. So that's what I worked on today. So I'm really excited to get their feedback on some things and dive in with the new knowledge that I have. It's going to simplify a lot. And I think that a lot of what I was struggling with before is going to be completely or mostly mitigated, if not completely. So I think it's going to be a lot better, and I think I'm going to really start amping up and seeing some results. So anyway, I'm going to turn off my work brain and relax. I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning. I thought it'd be fun to share a bit of my routine with you again today. Just kind of chilling, getting a late start again. I was up late last night, accidentally just lost track of time playing Fortnite with a friend, and oops. But I am about to check Slack and then get to work on my course stuff and see where the day takes me. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to be tackling first. Actually, no. Before I do all of that, I need to order a couple of things for Desi, including a supplement for her liver enzyme thing. So I'm going to do that first. Then I'm going to dive into work. So that is my plan. And like I said, I'll just see where the day takes me. So I guess I will see you later. I almost forgot to check in. I was just turning off all my stuff at my desk and was like, oh, vlog. I stayed busy working on my course and doing some other stuff, and then starting to learn HoneyBook for all the stuff to do with contracts and everything, invoices, all that. And then I took a walk with Desi, which was very nice, got some sunshine, cooked dinner, and then I had a meeting with my therapist to get her website finalized. We finished it and pressed publish together, and it was so, oh my gosh. And then I just played some Fortnite with a friend, and now I'm gonna go get ready for bed, take Desi out, go to bed, actually get to sleep at a good time tonight. I'm definitely feeling tired earlier than last night, so yay, getting back on track after that one night of my period messed me up. So anyway, I'm going to keep it short so that way I can start winding down, but I at least wanted to pop in really quick. So yeah, it's just freelance tasks and then more studio work tomorrow. So anyway, I'll see you then. Hello. It is Wednesday and I got a little bit of a late start, so I'm gonna kind of keep this short. I just finished getting started with my day and wanted to pop in really quick. I don't really have a whole lot to talk about, except that I did have a really good meditation in the Gabby app today on appreciation, and it kind of prompted me to look into what the difference is between gratitude and appreciation, and it was very interesting. So it was good. It was good. I liked it. And I realized that a lot of the time, the moments that I have thought I was practicing gratitude, I think I was actually practicing appreciation, which is equally as important. And those glimmers that I find in the twinkle of Christmas lights or the sun on my face, those are actually moments of mindful appreciation where I'm in the moment, I'm fully present, I am appreciating something in the now. So yeah, I'm going to be exploring that a little bit more. I think it is another layer of me tapping into the energetic frequency that I need to operate at, and discovering another way to maintain the frequency at which I am in flow. I hope that makes sense. It's all very fresh on my mind, so I wanted to mention it, but also I'm still trying to process and really integrate and absorb everything that I just kind of explored in my meditation. So that's all from me for now. I'll check back in later. It is 11 p.m. and I am just now wrapping up work for the day. So much for getting to bed early. Oh well, but I did get a lot done and I feel good about today. So I finished my course, officially finished my course. And so now I'm basically just kind of asking a few questions just to make sure that I am on the right track. And while I waited to hear back, I went ahead and built out a new part of my outreach lead tracker. I realized that I didn't have a way to track metrics the way that they recommend it. So I looked at the Google Sheet that they give you to start tracking your stuff. I was like, oh, I can build this out in Notion. So because I already had a pretty robust outreach tracker built out in Notion already, adding that on was pretty simple. So I got that all set up tonight, and I figured out some really cool shortcuts to cut down on the amount of time that I am spending on putting data into multiple places. So, by setting up, if you're familiar with Notion, I used relations and roll-ups so that when I put data in one place, it pops up in another place. So that way I can sync things and make sure everything is correct. And I am feeling really, really good about what I've done. And honestly, I think the amount of stuff that I have added to the metrics side of things has made this to where my outreach dashboard could honestly be its own Notion template, standalone, not even part of the Action Hub. So I'm really excited to potentially turn that into an actual thing and put it in my shop. And I may even share it in the course community and just see, hey, does anybody know Notion? And would you like to try this out? I'll give you a free copy in exchange for feedback, kind of thing, and just see who wants to test it out, and then I can put it on my on my shop. So anyway, in the meantime, I think I'll probably use it for, maybe this week, next week, and iron out any issues that I find with it. But it was really interesting because I decided to go back through my records of outreach and put the metrics in, going all the way back to May, so that I could kind of see what this year has been like as far as outreach. And I was very inconsistent. Let's just say it is no wonder I have not gotten many projects this year. 2 or 3 were from people I know, and then 1 was from my email outreach. So it's okay, as discouraging as that was, it was also very eye-opening. Looking at those numbers, it really keeps you from telling yourself, oh no, I did enough. Yeah, I did not do enough. However, once I got past the initial moment, and kicking myself, I immediately was like, okay, what can I learn from this? And it became encouragement because I wasn't doing as much as I really needed to be doing. So when I do start doing that, I will get the results that I want. If you are a business owner and you're doing any kind of outreach or anything, learn from my mistake. Track your metrics from the beginning. Just do it. Numbers are objective. So it really, having the numbers to look at really keeps you objective about what you are outputting and what you're getting back, your ROI. So yeah, very eye-opening, very discouraging, but then encouraging. So I'm glad I did it. I was kind of questioning in my mind. I was like, oh, should I really be doing this? And then I thought, no, I need to put my metrics in for the past months so that I can kind of start seeing any trends. There weren't any trends to see. And I had that moment. So it's like, okay, it was worth it. I'm glad I did it. And honestly, seeing that dashboard and just everything I did has me excited to start doing my outreach again and seeing the numbers go up. Yeah, which is also going to be really cool because there are monthly challenges in the course community. You can win some really cool stuff, and I would love to win for this month on most quality outreach. I really would. So I think this is going to be amazing for that. Desi and I did also go on a walk this afternoon before the sun went down too far, and it was so windy. Maybe I can put in a clip of how windy it was because her ears were just like, wow. It was so cute. Oh, she's flying. It felt great to get the sun on my face, fresh air, and just move my body. Just kind of, I've been fighting some anxiety, and it just felt really good to kind of let my body work some of that out through movement. So the plan tomorrow is to just keep plugging away. Hopefully I'll hear back on my outreach messages because I submitted them for feedback. So hopefully I'll get some constructive feedback on that, be able to really nail that down. And then I'm going to go to the chiropractor. I really, really, really want to get feedback before I start sending out more emails, especially follow-ups. So that way I'm not sending the same thing. And, anyway, just I want it to be the best it can be. So, yeah, that's all from me tonight. I am going to keep this check-in pretty short. I got up at a good time, did all my stuff, and then I decided to pull out the sweater that I have been working on for my roommate slash ex for like 5 years now and just work on it for a little bit. So I did. And that put me a little bit behind as far as jumping into work, but I'm glad that I did. All I have left on that thing are the button bands and then closing in the armpits where the two pieces join. And then just the normal finishing stuff that you do for knitting where you weave in all the loose ends and soak it and put it out on like a dry mat and stretch it to the right shape. So I decided, and I also need to buy buttons, but I decided I was just tired of it hanging over my head. And I want to actually give it to him for Christmas. He said that he still wanted it, so I'm just going to do it. And I know I've talked about it on the vlogs before, a few times actually, even worked on it in one of them. So it's time. It is time. And I know I've said that before too, so apologies if you're hearing this again. But it is time, and I just felt the urge, so I went with it. So that puts me getting started on work a little bit later today, but I'm okay with that. I decided to put one of my freelance tasks on tomorrow instead of getting it done today. It's not due until Monday. And today I feel really strongly that I need to work on my business. I need to focus. I need to lock in on the studio and just start sending outreach. Even if I don't hear back right away from the course community from the coaches, I need to at least start sending outreach again, even if I'm using my original messages. I mean, one of those messages that I sent over the summer got me a client, so it can't be that bad, right? So that's what I'm going to be doing today. Here I said this is going to be a quick check-in, and now I'm yapping, but I do want to share one more thing, and then I will dive into work. Last night, when I was finishing the course, and they were talking about these different things, you know, doing sales calls and all that, it's like, I think I had a metacognition moment where I was thinking about what I was thinking about. And I became aware of the familiar tightness, anxiety, I guess, kind of bracing feeling in my body, thinking about outreach and doing sales calls. And I was able to step outside of that and go, no, that's not me anymore. That's old tapes. That's who Annie was. Olivia is not anxious about sending outreach. Olivia is excited to connect with as many people as possible so that she can make the biggest impact she can. Annie was afraid of sales calls because she didn't want to be rejected. Olivia sees sales calls as a chance to connect, and whether it turns into a full project or not, it's learning, it's connection, it is growth. It's an opportunity for so much. And I just was instantly able to switch things around in my head and go, I'm just not going to dread this. I'm just not going to be afraid of this anymore. I'm so tired of that holding me back. I'm not going to let it. And just flip the narrative. Take the old tape out, put a new tape in. I was aware enough, and it was like, and I was aware that I was aware. Metacognition rocks, okay? Yeah, that was really interesting. Very strange sensation, but also so encouraging, freeing. Oh my gosh. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just not gonna be afraid. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna reach out. I'm gonna reach out to as many people as I can. I'm gonna track all of my metrics. So on that note, I'm gonna dive in. I have about 2 hours before I need to leave for the chiropractor. So I'm gonna try to see how much I can get done before then. And I'll either report back before I go or maybe after I get back and do a little more work. We'll see. I'm excited though. I'm really excited. It's gonna be good. So I can't wait to report back. It's almost 9 p.m. Just finished work and I am so glad. After working until like 11, I think last night, I can't remember. I did not want to do that again. So I was like, nope. So I just wrapped up and Desi is ready to sit on the bed while I do my video game dailies and get some snuggles. But I have to go shower. So I'm going to go do that. I did do some outreach today. I got 6 sent to new leads that I had found and then never followed up with. Desi wanted to say hey. I was just determined to dive in, so I did. And yay! So I did that, had some dinner, and edited vlog footage for Tuesday, I think, instead of saving it all until Friday like I have been the last few weeks. So I think I'm gonna tidy up a little bit, do my dishes from dinner, and then shower so I can put on my PJs and relax. Get to bed earlier tonight. I know I've been saying that all week. I might edit all of those out, but I have said it. My adjustment was really good. She had to work on my hips again. I guess all of the squats and everything that I've been doing have kind of been getting my body kind of angy. So she had to work on my hips a little bit extra, but I feel good. And got a lot of listening in on the Let Them theory. And I I did not yell at drivers once this time. I didn't say a word to other drivers the entire trip to and from the chiropractor. So I'm really, really, really proud of myself. So it's something I've been working on for the past couple of months or so. So anyway, I'm going to go do my stuff and relax, and I will see you tomorrow. What a way to kick off my Friday, finishing the Joy of Wellbeing challenge in the Gabby app. During the meditation, I realized just how easily joy comes for me, how natural it feels for me to feel joyful, to walk in joy, to see things through a lens of joy. That brought to mind all of the people in my life over the years who didn't understand it, who didn't like it, who didn't appreciate it, my ex included. And it really drove home how much I shrank over the years, how much I tried to fit into the box of acceptance, expectations, what was okay or normal, and dimmed my light of joy. And along with gratitude, joy is my frequency. Those glimmers that I find, even it could be the toughest day of my life and I'm still going to be able to find a glimmer. Speaking from experience. And it felt like reconnecting with the parts of myself who got forgotten along the path of life. And then I realized that I can instill joy into things that I may dread doing, that may be uncomfortable, that may be not as fun as playing video games. Things like outreach. Because the power of joy does come so naturally to me. I can be excited about reaching out to people and sharing what I do. I'm doing this awesome thing, multiple awesome things, changing lives. I'm making an impact. And I just want to tell everyone about it. And that comes from joy. It's like I was able to up-level. Outreach, building the studio, it's like, okay, this is where work exists. But it clicked for me that if it's my ikigai to do this, which I do believe it is, then it isn't work. It isn't work. And I need to stop thinking of it that way. It is my flow to build this studio, to write novels, to do these different things that really light me up. Yes, I will still probably call it work to categorize how I'm spending my time versus recharge time. I don't know, maybe I'll find a way to reframe it so that I don't call it work. I don't know, most people aren't going to understand, oh, what, it sounds like you were working, why don't you just call it work? You know? So I don't want to make things difficult for myself. But in my mind, I can maybe try to reframe it from work, dread, energy drain, blah, 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 and figure out how to flip that narrative around so that I see that as my flow time, you know? where I am pouring into people, and I don't know, hope that makes sense. It's something to chew on for sure. With that perspective in mind, I'm actually really excited to spend some time today on Instagram, finding people to follow and following up with people that I had emailed earlier in the year. I'm trying to decide if I want to try to find some of them on Instagram and do the follow thing, since they haven't responded to my emails. Maybe that would be another avenue, or, LinkedIn. I feel hopeful. I feel excited. Yes, I would rather be lying in bed playing Genshin or Wuthering Waves or Animal Crossing right now, because it's a tired kind of day and my head hurts. I have a little less than 3 weeks left in the year, and a lot can happen in 3 weeks. My life can completely change in 3 weeks. Heck, there have been times when my life has completely changed in less time than that. Everything can change in one day for the better. So I'm gonna get to it, and I will check back in later and let you know what I ended up using my joyful time for today. It is almost 9 p.m. I just finished wrapping up work and shower, and I am ready to check out for the night. I did a lot more outreach today. For the first time ever, instead of prioritizing my freelance tasks and using up all of my energy on that, I prioritized my studio first and ended up spending pretty much all afternoon and evening doing outreach. And then realized, oh crap, I have freelance tasks. But I feel like that shift in energy is going to do a lot for me. And I'm excited because the things that I learned in the course really helped me find people more easily, and reminded me that there are a lot of people out there who really do need what I can help them with. I am very encouraged by my output this week, everything that I learned, that I did. I'm really excited to take that momentum into next week. I may probably will do some outreach tomorrow as well. Maybe not actually sending emails, but scheduling them for Monday or doing Instagram follows, stuff like that. Just to continue, because I really do need to get some sales calls on the books. I'm going to try not to overdo it though, because I really do need to get some downtime in this weekend. Really do. I don't want to burn out. And then we'll just see from there. So on that note, I'm going to wrap up. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed the more B-roll kind of clips that I put in, and just kind of this new experiment with vlogs. I would love your feedback in the comments. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Until then, stay cozy, my friends.